Fall is just around the corner, and I have got a ton of beanies, and I want to share with you today some tips I have for styling your hair when you're wearing a beanie if you feel a little bit awkward about this. And I know a lot of people either have a bunch of beanies and just don't wear them because they're not sure what to do, or maybe you are getting into crochet and want to make some beanies but aren't sure what you're going to do. So if you're asking, Shannon, why on earth are you qualified to do this? I may or may not be, but I am a former hairstylist. I did hair for 12 years, and you will rarely see me do my hair on this channel because I burnt out from it. So I keep things pretty darn simple, but I do still enjoy, I watch a lot of like hairstyling Instagram and stuff like that. And of course I love crochet. So let's go ahead and get started, and I'm going to go through some different things. I've actually never done like this type of video, so I hope it's not super awkward. I hope you enjoy it. Please stick around. During the fall and winter, I wear beanies to work almost every day. I am a receptionist currently. I wear them when it is cool enough, and right now it is September when I'm filming this, and I know it's still going to be a little bit warmer next few weeks, maybe even a month, but after that it will turn cool. I have not had my first pumpkin spice coffee at this point, but I did just have some pumpkin spiced Twinkies, and while I don't think they're like a real food product, they were absolutely delicious, and it got me inspired to put on my pumpkin spice t-shirt and film this fall video. So what I'm going to do first is just show you the easiest thing you can do if you want to wear your beanie but with your hair down. And I think the easiest is to get this hair up out of the way. So I wear these clips a lot just to keep my long bangs out of my face. I'm going to be using a slouchy beanie today just because I think it's my favorite to wear. So, okay, I can tell right away my clip is just a little bit large, so I'm going to take this off and go ahead and grab, you could use a barrette if you wanted to. You could use a clip that was smaller. I have a couple bobby pins I brought up here. I did forego using a microphone for this video because I knew my hands would be up in the air a lot. I knew it would be rustling around. So I do hope the audio is acceptable in this. If not, you know, please know this isn't a regular type of thing. I will be going back to my microphone as soon as my arms aren't all up in the air. Right. So as you can see, I have got those pinned back, and I'm going to throw my beanie on. I like to kind of arrange it and squish it a little bit when I put a beanie on, just because I think it needs to be shaped. Just like, you know, like a scarf, you would kind of shape it a little bit. Give my hair a little bit of a comb or brush. And I don't, at this point, have to worry about my bangs at all. They are up here, they are out of the way, they will stay here all day. It isn't intrusive, it doesn't hurt or anything, and I think this is a great way if you want to look, you know, the most casual and the least done up. So let's go ahead and move on. The next thing you can do if you are wanting to maybe not have so much forehead right there is I'm going to go ahead and take this off. And I will try to edit out any like long pauses where I'm doing too much here. I like to part over here on the right side. To me, this just feels a little bit more comfortable. Obviously, you would want to do it whichever side feels more comfortable to you. All right, got my bangs separated right there. And to alleviate some of the bulkiness that's over here, I'm going to take one of these bobby pins and stick it right up here. That feels a little heavy, so I'm going to go ahead and add a second one and just kind of crisscross those to keep that out of the way. I like to keep a little bit of hair right here, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to leave this side down. I'm going to grab my beanie. I do always want to try to make sure I get the seam in the back instead of the front. It's not a huge deal, but it would drive me a little bit bonkers. So again, I like to squish my beanie and arrange it a little bit. So this would be a bangs down scenario here. This would be a cute way to showcase like a cute earring, like you know, my ears have grown shut, so I can't do that. I purchased some magnetic ones, so maybe I could throw that on there. But especially if you had like something festive, like a little pumpkin or a leaf or an acorn, or as it goes more into winter, you could do, you know, any number of winter themed ones as well. But I do like this look as well. I think it's casual, but yet by having some of it up and accessorizing right there, I think that it is a great way just to dress it up just a smidge. The bangs down while I'm at work would drive me bonkers. This would be great for me if I was just like out shopping or socializing with my friends. I would probably opt for this look, but at work, that will not work for me because I am on the computer, I'm looking at papers, I'm looking at files, and having this in my face would drive me bonkers. So let's go ahead and move on. All right, so the next look I am going to do is going to be an asymmetrical look. And for this, it is up to you if you want or do not want to have a little bit of bangs coming out. Again, this for me would depend on whether or not I am going to be at work or doing something, you know, just recreational. Since this is a slouchy beanie, I am going to go ahead and I'm going to bring this ponytail down lower here, and I'm not going to worry as much about this hair coming down. One thing you can do if you're worried about it being a little too flat, like if you're doing your beanie, if you're setting your beanie above your bangs, you can take these and just back comb them a little bit. I use the small end of my brush, I'm sorry, my comb, and then smooth it out if you just want to give them a tiny bit more volume. When I'm wearing a crochet beanie, I don't like to over crochet it. So I am just using a regular old hair tie here and putting this, I said you can make this a little bit looser here and bring this down below your ear. And I'm putting in a hair tie that matches my hair mostly. And I'm going to go ahead and just bring it down a little bit. So this isn't like how you would wear a ponytail in real life, or I shouldn't say in real life, but you wouldn't wear this without a hat on top. I wouldn't anyway, because to me, it looks a little loose. It looks just kind of sloppy. But once you put your beanie on, you know, you're bringing that beanie down so it's resting right on top of that hair tie, and it doesn't seem so out of place and like an odd place to put a hair tie. If you don't like to see the hair tie and you have enough hair to do so, you can take and you can wrap around your hair around that, which would also be super cute. And then you can just probably take like a bobby pin and stick it right up there. I don't mind seeing the hair tie. It's not that big of a deal to me. So I like this asymmetrical look. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to keep this, keep my beanie on and keep this ponytail in about the same position, but I'm going to go ahead and slide that out, and I'm going to keep this hair here, and I am going to do a very simple braid right here. And it is going to be nothing too exciting or special. And I like to leave, I don't like to braid all the way down to the end. I like to leave a little bit of space. I just think it looks a little more polished. So I've got my hair tie in, and like I said, I've left some hair here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and just pull on those to kind of loosen them up just a little bit. It kind of gives the illusion of a little bit thicker hair. So I like that look as well. And with this, I think it looks better not to have a hair tie up here kind of strangling it. And again, you know, this would be too loose if I didn't have the beanie on, but with the beanie, it is, I think it's really just a perfect way to wear a braid like that asymmetrically. And again, like I said, you can have the bang or not. All right, so if we've done one, let's go ahead and see two. So for this look, I went ahead and I did back comb my bang a little bit, and I'm still doing the asymmetrical bang because, like I said, for me, that's what worked best. But I am going to go ahead up here. I am going to smooth this out. And instead of the other one where I had my part on the side asymmetrically, since I'm going to be adding 2 ponies into this, I do want this, I want them to be like, you know, about the same size. So I'm going to go ahead and pull this down, ignoring those little fringe that I have there. And again, like I said, it seems so awkward when you are putting these in because it seems loose, it seems sloppy, and not how you would wear it if your whole head was going to be showing. But your whole head will not be showing with this. So you want them to be positioned to accent your beanie. I'm gonna get this other one in here. Like I said, I would just keep your hair ties real simple, so the focus is on the beanie and it's not like adding a bunch of face clutter, if that makes sense. I'm going to go ahead and pull those down a little bit, and I'm going to go ahead and smooth out the bangs. And we're going to go ahead and pop this beanie back on. With this, I am going to put my beanie a little bit more symmetrical, bring it down a little bit, still kind of fluff up the back. So again, I think this is super cute look. Probably wouldn't wear this one to work because this is maybe not as professional as I need to be at work, but definitely for a day out, day shopping, hanging out with family, I absolutely love this look. So just like the asymmetrical, we can do the exact same thing and braid these up. So, you know, I don't have the thickest hair around. It's not the thinnest hair, but it's not the thickest. But I'm gonna go ahead and throw some braids in here. If you know how to do more elaborate braids, you definitely could. I just don't. I know I said I was a former hairdresser, but we weren't really braiding anyone's hair. You know what I'm saying? Like that wasn't really a thing. When I was younger, like a teenager and adolescent, I did a lot of French braiding. Like I was able to even do it on myself. But I haven't done that in decades. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and get this one back in. And I'm going to do the same thing I did before, where I just kind of pull this looser. You don't want to pull it so loose that it looks like it's falling out, but just enough to make it look a little bit thicker. And I think this would be so cute, like if you pair it with like a t-shirt, flannel, maybe like a denim jacket. You could, like, for any type of fall activity, like pumpkin patch, fun stuff. So again, super simple and fun way to do that. Go ahead and pop that back off. And you can also, like I said, you could do a clippy if you wanted, if your clippy doesn't stick up. But I just want to get some of this hair out of my way here. And it does help if you're kind of putting it in a portion of your beanie where it's not going to be as noticeable. And you can even kind of do like flop that just so you're not feeling a ton of it on there. And I'm going to go ahead and my hair is pretty straight and kind of fine, so you can see where it really gets pretty messed up pretty easy. And I do kind of have to watch that. And I feel like if I don't be mindful of how the hair is around my ears, it can also look quite a bit messier. Let me get my beanie kind of situated. Like I said, you always got to kind of style it, squish it around a little bit. And then that brings a little more hair, a little more separation, shows your face just a little bit more. So I am going to go ahead and throw this hair. I'm wadding it up back here, and I'm going to go ahead and put it in my hair tie again, almost kind of like a messy bun. Again, I just feel more comfortable with a little bit of bangs, but with the slouchy beanie, it is a good way if you're wanting to actually just hide all of your hair. If I wore earrings, I would have a little bit of earring showing there. You can bring this up, get your bangs out over here. Let's go ahead and just give them a little more of a tease, smooth them out. Could maybe put a little more bangs in there. So this is a great way to just throw your whole hair up and have it in there. Say maybe it's not wash day and you don't want to deal with it. You can definitely throw it back in like a lower to mid pony and wad it up with another hair tie and go ahead and let this hang down. I think that's also a pretty classy way to hide your hair and maybe look a little bit more put together than doing just a messy bun. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw this back into my favorite look. All right, I would love to know, do you have a favorite way to style your hair with a beanie that I didn't include in here? Because I would absolutely love to know. You can send me a picture or a video on Instagram. I will have my Instagram handle come across the screen here so you can see that. And definitely send me a message or a photo or a video because I would love to know if there's another way to do this. And you'll have to let me know if you found this beneficial. I can always do another one with headbands because I have a few different ways I do also style my hair wearing like a headband or ear warmer. So if you found that valuable, please let me know. And all I can say is I hope you guys have a fabulous fall. I should have a little bit more fall content coming out, and I look forward to talking yarn again with you soon. Bye.